Hey y'all, how you doing?
Hello,
Hey,
going on? Hi, chat.
how everybody doing? We're not gonna be here long this evening. I just wanted to give y'all a few, just talk to y'all for a little while, cause I know I've been getting a lot of Hey, how y'all doing? I know I've been getting a lot of DM and emails. I know everybody's going through a lot. I know everybody's going through a lot, all this foolishness, but I wanted to take time for everybody this evening to let a lot of you know it's okay. It's gonna be okay. I know it's hard now. I know a lot of people is grieving because I know I had a lot of emails. People lost loved ones, and I understand. Trust me. Hi, Melody. How you doing, darling? I'm so glad you came. I'm so glad you came. First of all, what I'm about to say is alleged. Is my opinion. It's for he ha ha. Did I say is alleged? My opinion, entertainment only. The same go for Keisha. Whatever she say is her opinion. It's for entertainment only, and it's for he ha ha. Okay, let me put my banner up as well. I got everybody covered in the chat. I got that up. I just have to make sure I put everything up. I just want to say that I know it's hard because it get hard for me sometimes. The reason why I ask people, find something that you enjoy doing. If it's something that you ever want to um, do, or is a talent you have and you've been working on it so long and you want to, launch it out and say, well, I think I could sell this. I think I could do this. I don't mind helping you get started. I don't mind helping you get started, push you in the right direction and show you what you need to do. I don't have no problem with that. But when I have anxiety, I suffer from anxiety. I haven't had medicine in a year. Depression, haven't had medicine in a year. I pray, keep it moving. Find something you enjoy. I walk. It's good to get springtime, so I love to walk. That's what I'm gonna start doing, walking. I used to walk with y'all all the time. Who remember I used to walk all the time? And I used to go into they used to, Ann, please look out. It was like the forest. And I said, it's other people here. Y'all like, oh Lord, please look out. I'm gonna start doing that again. Take y'all on a walk with me. It's so peaceful. It's a trail. You ever seen anybody know about fruitcake? My grandma used to buy this fruitcake, and the fruitcake had this wagon on it, but the trees was attached together like a art. And that's what this place is. And you just walk and walk and walk. It's like a trail, and it got a lake. It has boats and everything. It's nice. I'm gonna start taking y'all with me when I start go back and walking. The reason why I say that a lot of people is I know a lot of people depressed. Some of them lost their job. Some just stressed from life.
Exactly.
And what I look at it is that when I get in the morning, I say, Lord, thank you for getting me up this morning. I can't be depressed. I can't have anxiety because you got me up. You didn't have to do it this morning. But I tell people, find something that you enjoy doing that brings you joy. Sometimes we got to sit by ourselves and think. Sometimes just to talk to someone. And a lot of y'all come in my DM. I be working, and y'all be hitting me up, and I hit you back because I'm sitting here doing my work. I have no problem. But what I'm telling you is, we have to find happiness inside our soul.
Yes.
Only person can make you happy is you. And that depression and that stress and that anxiety is of the devil. The
Mm-hmm.
devil don't live here. So what you have to do, say the devil don't live here. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna do something today. Even getting your nails done. Even if it's taking a walk around the corner, go to the store, just buying a soda or something.
Yeah.
If you have to do that, do that. But just don't stay home in the bed. Just don't mope around. I know it's hard. I know you done lost your loved one. We in a worse place here on earth.
Yes,
They,
Lord.
they in the best place. No
Mm-hmm.
crying,
Hmm.
no hunger,
Hmm.
no pain,
Hmm.
no arguing. They in a peace place.
Yes, ma'am.
We in the worst place right here
Hmm.
on earth. The worst place we could be is right here.
Yes,
They
ma'am.
in the best place. This is why I get up every morning. And I remember it used to be so hard for me. I couldn't get myself out of the bed. I was so depressed. My room had to be dark. I had a canopy bed. I had to put blankets over it won't dark enough. I had to put blankets over the bed to make it dark. And one day I remember I got on my knees. I said, Lord, I want peace. I just want peace. I just need peace right now. I got on my knees and I didn't get up until I got an answer and got peace. God told me you had peace the whole time and didn't even know it.
Hmm.
It's in your face and you didn't even know it. And I said, that day, I said, I got to get myself together. I said, I got to get myself together. And I have to pray and walk. And I start walking and praying, walking and praying. I used to, like I said, I was almost 400 pounds, but then I lost all that weight because what I did was turn that food into exercise. So I said, I don't want the food no more. So once I get stressed and when I get stressed, start having a panic attack, I went to the gym for 30 minutes. And I'm telling you, and then when I feel a little stress in the evening time, I went to Zumba because there was a lot of people at Zumba. And I don't know what it was. I just knew everybody in the room. We would just have fun. And I was the one that making all the noise, hollering, woohoo, woohoo. And they would love to see me come. They were like, are you coming to Zumba today? I said, yeah, I'm the one that make all the noise. And we be hollering, they be laughing, the instructor teacher be laughing. And we had fun. And I did it because I said, I'm not going to be depressed anymore. I'm not going to turn to my food anymore. I'm not going to turn to stuff I ain't supposed to turn to anymore. I'm not going to, I want a drinker. I'm not going to no drink. I'm not going to do all that. I'm going to invest in myself. When I feel low, I'm going to go to aerobics. I'll go to a Zumba. I love the water. I think I was like a prune when I got out that water because I stayed in the water. Water relaxes me, and I don't know why. It just relaxes me to the point that I have no worry in the world. And I try to put stuff on the back, but that's why I try to keep busy. I keep myself busy. And when God tells you something, you better believe it. It's going to come true. I love the song that said, he might not be there when you want him, but he's on time. Oh, yeah,
Yes,
he's on
ma'am.
time.
On time, God.
I seen it. It is the point that I'm going to lose something. Here you go. Lord, I didn't know I would get this. I told you I got it. You was worrying for no reason. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
When he
And you
said,
know what? And the piggy, not cutting you off, but the
go
piggy,
ahead.
what you just said,
Mhm.
I am a true witness on what you just said because you were the one that motivated me. When I first met you, I was in such a dark, dark place. I know everybody familiar with my story. I'm not going into it, but the person that you was just talking about, sleeping all day, having it dark and crying, not eating, that was me. And I know God put me in your presence for a reason because everybody, even in my family, was like, it's a big 360 with me. I couldn't remember the last time I laughed. I couldn't remember the last time I left out of the house. Got a new truck and wasn't driving it nowhere, just sitting in the driveway, until you encouraged me, look, get out of the house, find something that you like to do something. Even if you don't do nothing but walk to the mailbox and back, do it. And I started that way, and now I progress. I'll go and I'll stay. I might leave home at 10 o'clock, and I might get back home at 5. Just
Look at
not
God.
doing nothing. Just out and about, stuff that I was afraid to do. So I know that it's a light in you, it's real, it's genuine, and the people that know, they know. I don't have to prove, friend and prove to nobody, but the ones that's connected with that spiritual, they know. They know. We know. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart because I always say, you, my angel on earth, you saved my life because I was lost. I was
It ain't me, it's
lost.
God. Trust me, it's not me, it's God. When I start that group, Thanksgiving, and I said because I know a lot of people was depressing Thanksgiving and Christmas. When I start that group, and y'all would come over, and I was hoping that I said if I didn't care if I got the one person or two person, I was gonna get to somebody else. And it's hard. I'm telling you, I tell everybody it's not easy. I know sometimes you get to the point you're gonna cry. And I could be working and sitting when I could be working and sitting and crying. But God said, I look at how I got you at. He said, whoo, he said, joy come in the morning.
Well, okay. Mm.
Yeah, you're right. Turn to the word. And like I tell everybody, it's nothing wrong going to see a therapist. I have a therapist. If you're so to the point that you're really, really, really depressed, go see somebody. Because like I said, my therapist, I tell her all the time, I said, you saved my life. And she's a Christian therapist. And I didn't know it. I did not know it. And she said, when I first met her, she said, do you believe in God? I said, yeah. And she said, sometimes you got to turn to him. And I said, oh Lord. I said, you just dropped her in my lap. You knew what I was looking for. I didn't even know this lady was a Christian. I didn't know at all. I just would just say, I'm gonna go ahead and get her and everything. And then I did, and we talked, and she was like, I don't know how you still standing. I said, by the grace of God. She said, yeah. And I'm trying to get to reach to somebody because I know when you got things falling down on you, you got uh, um family members done pass. If your brother done pass, your mom done pass, your child done pass, then you got something else coming up. You got the bill got to be paid. You don't have that. Then it's just like everything falling on you at one time.
Mm-hmm.
When it get that tough, you know what you do? Fall on your
Okay.
knees.
That's right.
Fall on your knees. When it get that tough, fall on your knees. If you can't pray and you can't say nothing else, say, Jesus, I need peace. He said, you ain't got to say nothing. Just call my name. All you got to do is call his name.
Mm.
Because I know when it feel like all four walls closing in on you, get on your knees and pray and say, Jesus, and don't get up until you get a breakthrough.
That's right.
You'll know when you get a breakthrough.
Mm-hmm. You sure will. You would know.
Yeah, you'll know when you get a breakthrough. And I know people say you should move on. Nope. Nobody can tell you how to grieve. Nobody can tell you how to move on. Nobody can tell you how to do nothing. I tell people take baby steps. I did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't try to tell everybody just go out. I did. I took baby steps. After the pandemic, you couldn't pay me to go nowhere with nobody. Show didn't. I said, I don't know what they got. The people, I was ordering my groceries to my house, and I wouldn't bring them in the house till I sanitize every piece of it.
I know that's right.
my granddaughter said, "This tastes like Clorox." I said, "You need to wash it off again." I said, "Stop." I said, "I washed it off with Clorox."
I don't blame you.
You said, "I don't want nothing." I said, "Good then." I said, "I was trying to look out for you, trying to clean your insides out."
You think they won't tell you? They gonna tell you. Kids gonna tell you.
I was clean off with everything. I ain't just nobody. They was like, "I thought you were going to the store." I said, "I did." They said, "What store you went to?" Like Speedy Gonzalez. I said, "I went there and grabbed what I got and grabbed and ran back out. I wasn't gonna stay in the morning. I timed myself. I wasn't in the store in the morning 10 minutes. Look, 11 minutes was too long for me.
I know that's right. Wasn't no short talk. How you usually go in there and short talk with people? Nope. Get your stuff and get out of there.
People say, "Hey, how you doing?" I walk right past, fine, and keep it moving. I know they're like, "Dad, what's wrong with her?" Nothing. Y'all better stop walking out here with these. Better stop going to these stores without your mask on.
Sure is, because that stuff is still here. It's not gone anywhere. Keep your mask on.
Yep, keep your mask on. I go to my therapist. I sure do. We talk about everything, and then she has me do little assignment, and I do them. Sometimes I be afraid to do them, but then I do them because I don't want to go back and tell her I didn't do them. You know, she the one really got me out. She said each week I had a something to do. Go outside and try to take a walk. I said, "Out there in that air." She said, "Yep." I said, "You scared?" She said, "Yes, I want you to do that." I said, "All that germs out there." She said, "Go. Just go." I'm telling you, I was so sweaty when I got back home because I think some people would say, "Where's she walking, running to?" I was through the neighborhood because I meant I wasn't going to be out there long. And each week she had me do something. And then I said, "I really want to go back to the gym, but I'm scared." She said, "How about you do it? You go get a mask and go to the gym." I said, "No, I ain't ready for that." She said, "Okay, well, try to go to the store and stay at least 11 minutes instead of 10 minutes. And I said, "Okay, I could do that." So each time I did it, then I kind of got myself to the point of going to the gym, back to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And after I went to the gym, I'm telling you one thing, the people I thought I was crazy. I had 2 masks on, I had a scarf on, I had a plastic helmet thing on. They probably said, "What is this food?" This lady I know at the gym, she said, "You gonna pass out before you get to."
I know, right? Just say you gonna pass.
She said, "You gonna pass out before you get to the treadmill." I said, "That's all right, but I pass out. I'll be safe though. I ain't gonna have no germ. I ain't gonna have no corona on me then." I said, "No," and then I'll be in the pool doing my exercise, doing water aerobic, and have masks on, had a shield on. People looking at me. And then when somebody come near me, I be running at once to get away from them.
I can imagine that too.
I know people say, "Where does food come from? Where does food come from? Where does food come from?" I would not lie to you. I think they had a camera in there. They would have put me on the camera. The lifeguard was laughing at me. I said, "What you laughing at?" I said, "Okay, you ain't gonna be laughing if you catch that stuff. And that stuff will kill you." They were laughing at me. I was running the people that was trying to. I said, nope. I put my shirt on my face, and people they said, "Where you get that from?" I said, "From the store." She said, "I said, but please, I ain't trying to be funny. Please don't come over here." I said, "Please don't come over here, ma'am. Please don't come over here."
Look, I don't mean no harm, man, but please stay over there,
I said, "Please
please.
don't come over here." But I thank God for my journey. It was tough for me out. Everybody was outside. I was inside. I ain't gonna lie. It took me about almost a year to come outside. I would not. My therapist she got me out there. I would not. You couldn't get me. She had me doing. I love because she had me doing different stuff every week. Every week she had me doing two stuff, and she said, "Okay, now walk a mile today." I said, "A mile out there?" She said, "Yep." That's how scared I was.
I'm like that too. It took me a long time to come outside too, and nobody couldn't come here. I wouldn't open my door for nobody. Mm-mm.
Now I
I
got right. No, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going. I didn't even go in Ross. I went. I didn't when you go in the big Walmart. I went in the market Walmart. I like Speedy Gonzalez, but I didn't get. I didn't get. Come on, taking stuff back that I guess I ain't want. No. Okay, that's good. Nope. We ain't gonna do that. Nope.
exactly.
I went in there, nobody in there. The man said, he said, "I'm coming to fix your you called for to fix the heater." I said, "You need to let me see you got your mask on, your gloves on." And I know they got this. I said, "I told him to give you one of those suits you need to have on." He said, "Ma'am, I got all that on." I said, "I need to see. Come right here. You can come here." I had my mask. I said, "Let me put my mask on and my gloves on." He came here and fixed the heat. He was like laughing. He said, "You don't play." I sure don't.
Exactly, because you don't know who else house he done been into and what they had and all that. Nope.
Now
You have
my
to
best
protect yourself.
friend got it. She was real sick, and I went in here praying for her, and I was in here praying. She was real sick, and
Oh my God.
I knew she tried to hide from me. I said, "What is going on?" And she was like, "If you ain't got that shot, please go get it." She said, "Please go get it." She said, "I didn't think I was gonna make it." I said, "I knew you were gonna make it. I was here praying. God said you were gonna make it. I was here
Okay.
praying."
You here
She
for a
said,
reason.
"I know you was." I said, "I was over here praying." I said, "I was here praying for you." I said, "Because I was in here praying, crying, praying." I said, "God, please don't take my best friend. God, don't take my best friend. God, don't take my best friend." I said, she said, "Well, girl, you a fool." I said, "I ain't shutting my game. I was." I said, "I couldn't." I said, I couldn't lose no best friend." I said, "I was sitting here crying and praying." I know God said, "If you don't get up from here, all your girl, go wipe your nose." I
Now
said, "Go
you
wipe
know I
your
know.
nose." I know you about to go wipe. If you don't go wipe your nose, you better.
Ah,
I'm telling y'all, I be having some funny times in here, and I be like just laughing and stuff. And I was like, "Girl, you know something wrong with you." I say, "Yep, I know something wrong with me." But I'm telling everybody, it's not gonna be always like that.
right.
Joy do joy do come in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Get up, move, do something. I don't care. Get a paint, dot to dot paint. Get a what you call those puzzle book.
Mm-hmm.
Work your mind. Have y'all anybody ever had a Bible puzzle books? I love it. I love them, and that's what I usually do. It works your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I know too. Stop looking at the sad movies because I used to look at sad movies.
Me too.
And
I'm guilty.
when I used to look at the sad movies, I used to just cry and cry. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Hannah. I used to just cry and cry and cry and cry all the time.
Exactly. And another thing that used to get me to crying and stuff like that too was the news. I had to, even though I didn't know the people, but it would affect me like I did know them, and I would be crying and worried and praying. This word can't sleep. Keep thinking about the people, and I had to break away from that because it's depressing too. That
Uh-huh.
news is depressing also.
Yeah, I at the point that I just didn't want to feel like this anymore. And I said I had to. Once my best friend had passed from breast cancer, I said that I thought I seen her, and I knew she won't hear. And I thought I seen her in the store, and I went to reach to the lady. I was like, I told them she was still alive. At that moment, I said I need to call. I said I need to call a therapist. And I told
Oh
my friend,
yeah.
I told my friend. She said, yeah, you need to go. Yeah, go ahead and call somebody. I grieved so much for her. I didn't even talk to my best friend. I didn't talk to her for a week. And she was like, well, I know I'm here for you. And I know you're grieving, but I'm here for you. I had so many calls. And I was like, I just couldn't believe it. And
You
then her,
just gave me chills, but you said you reached out to somebody in the store that looked like her. That
yeah.
whew,
And
mm,
her son,
mm,
he got in contact with me last week. He said that
mm,
the reef you made, mama. He said I was trying to find you, couldn't find you. He said you when what I do too, and I want to tell everybody if your loved ones ever have a Facebook or Instagram, don't get rid of it. Go in there and write how you feel. And with my friend, what I did was Mother's Day, and when I'm feeling down thinking about her, I said, "Girl, I miss you so bad." I said, "I miss you." I said, "I cried today because I miss you." I said, "But I love you." And that's how he found me. And I told him, I said, "Oh, I wait for y'all." I said, "Let me tell you, that's anything y'all need, anything you need." I said, "Don't hesitate to call me." I said, "Your mama love you." I said, "She love her boys. She love y'all." I said, "She always talk about you. She love you." He said, "Yes, ma'am." And he said, I just wanted to know who made the reef. That was the hardest thing in my life. I
I can
made
imagine.
I made my best. I made her a reef. I put her picture on it, and I gave her wings. Nobody had gave her wings, and I did the picture and I add wings to it, and
Mm,
I made it out of a reef, and I had all flowers around her, and it had her wings on it, and that's the hardest thing, and I had to take it to
mm.
the home. That was the hardest thing in my life that I did. I think I cried through the whole process of making it.
Jesus.
But she loved my work. Anything, I don't care. I would have put a soap or a sock on a rope. She would be the first in the line to get it.
Hmm.
She didn't care what it was. She would be in line to get it. When I did had blankets sell. She was the first one to get it. When I did my face mask, she was the first one to get it. She was one of those people. She would cheer you on and so happy for you that you were like, "Is this real?"
Hmm. She was just as happy for you as you was for yourself. That's what
Yeah,
a real friend is. I'm
yeah.
sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear
And
that.
then when you lose that friend and seem like the rug just will pull out under you.
Hmm.
I have another best friend. She the same way. Me and her real close. That's my sister, and we talk like I tell everybody. Me and her is like she's a Scorpio. I'm a Leo. I'm a Libra. We don't talk. She run her business, and I have mine. We don't talk every day, but we get in contact before the week is over. Well, hey girl, what you doing? Like we talk every day.
Right.
Hey girl, how you doing? I said, girl, good. What you been up to? We'll make sure each other is good. It's not just like you got a friend, you got to talk to her every day. We don't have to. When we do get together, it's like we've been together every day.
Exactly. Like y'all ain't skipped a beat.
Yeah, like we didn't skip a beat because I know she has her business and I run my business. And we
Exactly.
yeah, and we not a yes friend. When I'm wrong, she'll say, "Girl, you know you wrong." I say, but then I sit home and I think about, I say, "Girl, you was right." And I'm the same way with her. I called her out. I said, "Girl, that was wrong. You shouldn't have did that." I know, but look, you wrong. I love you, but you was wrong, wrong, wrong. And we
Wrong
don't
road.
get, yeah, we don't get mad.
Right.
And I tell everybody, don't ever have a yes friend. That ain't your
Okay.
friend.
Nope.
Not your friend. A yes friend. When somebody agree with everything you do and you know it's wrong, that's not a friend. I want my friend to tell me when I'm wrong, but still have my back.
Come on.
Tell
That's what
me
I'm
when
talking.
I'm right and still have my back.
That's right. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Somebody said they lost a friend. Okay, she said she lost a friend. Hey Hannah, how you doing?
Hey, Aunt Ann and Keisha and
Hey,
guests. How y'all doing?
Hannah.
Good, good. This is great conversation. I'm really enjoying. I came in just a little late, but from what I'm hearing, you giving out some great information, and this is definitely needed.
Oh yes, most definitely.
Yeah, with so much stuff going on YouTube. I just wanted to and I had a lot of emails and DMs, and that's what I started. And I can't be sidetracked because right now people need you and they need me. And I was like, okay, I'm having one today. I said, I don't care what nobody. I said, I don't care what goes on. I'm gonna have one today. Miss Mary, I'm sorry to hear about your friend. I know how you feel, but you know what? They're in a better place where we got worried about here.
That's
This is what we worried about here.
that's right.
And I tell Miss Hannah, I tell everybody that they need to get with a therapist. And I says, no, people, we think it's something wrong with a therapist. I don't understand why.
Yeah, it's a lot of stigma attached to mental health, but I think it's getting a lot better.
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
But yeah, even if you have a coach or something like that, because I did have a coach too, and she helped me out a lot. And one of the things that I did was I started a garden out back. It was real small. I just went to
Uh-huh.
Home Depot and got me some bricks and some wood, and I planted me some plants. It did real good pretty good the first year. But I've upped my game a little bit, but it helped me out a lot. So,
Right. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I started one. I had some sweet potatoes, and then I was fighting the grass, and come find out the grass won.
yeah, I know that's right. That grass will overtake stuff, but
Yeah, I did watermelon. I was so happy about my stuff. I had watermelon. I had all that stuff.
yeah, me too. But the first year I just had probably some tomatoes or something like that. It's been probably about 3 or 4 years ago when I had the first one. But then I ordered a little herb garden from Amazon. So
Uh-huh.
I have rosemary, all kind of herbs in there for the summertime. Men and you name it. I had it in there. It was a little one that you could just put together, and I put it on the back porch, and that was good too. So.
Oh, okay.
And in the morning time, I would go out there and get my herbs and then bring them back in and, boil me some hot water and drink that. That's comforting too. I see Aunt Ann be drinking her tea every morning too. But in the summertime, I love to do that. But some of the herbs don't last throughout the winter. But so
Oh,
I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it beginning, in the springtime. I got some planted already, but, they just little babies, buds because I planted the seeds. So I'm gonna see how
right.
that turn out. But yeah, that is very therapeutic for you. And like I said, people that don't want to get a therapist, get a coach or something like that. And it works out.
Yeah, it does. I do a lot of stuff. Like I said, I go to the gym. I turn a lot of stuff into. I go to the gym, and I love that. And like I said, I love water aerobics. I love just the water. It I don't know. It just does something to me. It's like mellow me out, and I sit there, and I be seeing people watch me, and I be like doing like, what you call it? I do water Zumba, and I just like high pack. And when I go to exercise, they be like, "You always exercise. You are not. You just keep going, going, going." But sometimes they go in the corner and talk. I don't talk. I just keep on exercising.
You like I'm here to work out, not to conversate, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Converse that is. Okay.
yeah. Hey, how you
Good,
doing?
good afternoon, ladies.
Hey.
Hey Marie.
Hey, honey. I'm listening to just came in and was listening to you guys and everything that you're saying is so correct. Long, 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 long time ago, we as Black people were, anytime you said something about a therapist, we always thought somebody was crazy. And
Yeah.
and just recently, I began to see a therapist,
Uh-huh.
and it's not because I was crazy. It was because I was dealing with some things, and I had some issues, and I didn't know how to deal with them. You
Mm-hmm.
know, between my pastor and my therapist, and I began to understand me and what was my triggers and what was making me feel this way. And sometimes, as people, we have childhood traumas that we think that we're over, and it could take one thing in our life to bring that back up to trigger that, and
Yes.
Right.
to go to a therapist and have this person tell you you're okay. We're gonna get to the bottom of this, and then like talking to my pastor, and because I felt like some of the things that I was doing, we know. I hate to hear people say, "Well, I just don't know." I just don't know. I just don't. You know, you just have to have somebody to pull that out of you. And when that person, when you go to your therapist and our pastor or both of them together, then you start seeing the bigger picture. I could say I start seeing the bigger picture. And see,
Yeah.
people, well, I love me. And I used to say that all the time. I love me. I love me. I thought, going to get my nails done, going to get my hair done, going to do this, going to do that. I thought that was just a form of loving me. But loving myself, I had to learn how to respect myself. And when you respect yourself, you teach other people how to respect you. So now, when I do those things, go get my nails done. I don't feel anxious. I don't feel uptight. I feel relaxed.
Mhm.
I like
Yeah.
doing things by myself. I just heard Aunt Ann say exercises. I'm not big on exercising and stuff like that, but I do here. I live in Florida, so we surround, and where I live in Florida, I'm surrounded by canals and lakes, and got the ocean, got the Gulf of Mexico, right in walking distance, and go out and sit on just to sit there and see the sun go down, listen to the waves of the ocean, and stuff like that. That is so beautiful. I learned how to take better care of myself. And yesterday, the pastor, in church, he was preaching, and he was saying, your body is a temple. So as your body being a temple, that means you don't let everything come into your temple. You don't let everything infiltrate your mind. Your mind, your body, and soul. That's you. That's who you are. And I have learned how to be okay with relaxing my mind. Today is Monday. I call it my do nothing Monday. I do absolutely not
Hmm.
one thing on Monday. I see, I live in a building. If I do not invite you up, you can't come up. You can see my car parked in front of the building. I ain't
Uh-huh.
home. My house, I ain't home. And everybody that knows me know on Monday she's not to be disturbed. Because I don't know what's facing me the rest of the week, but whatever's facing me, I'm going to be ready for it because my mind is relaxed. I go to church on Sunday. I talk to my therapist on Tuesday, and I like to be in a good frame of mind. So for anybody out there who's fighting, not seeing a therapist, fighting within yourself about anything, I encourage you, get you a therapist and listen, be honest with them. Tell them what's going on with you so they can help you figure it out. Because sometimes we don't even know ourselves. We don't even know what we would do and what we won't do, and we don't even know what we are capable of doing.
Yeah.
and programs. And sometimes you be praying and you just don't even understand. You just don't even understand. Some days when I hear you pray, it's like I'm on the verge, and I can hear you pray. And you say, if nobody loves you, Aunt Ann love you. And sometimes that's all we need to hear.
Yeah, you're right. You're
That
right.
there's somebody out that care. That there's somebody that, you know, uh, you are an encourager. You encourage people, and you do what you do, but at the end of the day, you always try to put some kind of encouragement in it and some sort of prayer in it. And for me, I'm telling you, my therapist was the best thing that ever happened to me and for me. So I encourage, don't worry about what people say or what people think, long as you are in the right frame of mind. I have affirmations all over my wall, all over my bathroom wall. Everywhere I walk, I got affirmations. Self love. You know,
Yeah,
we got to have that kind of stuff, and we got to stop pitting each other against each other.
that's why
As
I
women,
pray. That's why I pray over here, and I do it for a reason because the devil is busy, and the devil ain't where you pray at. The devil ain't gonna come in your house because the devil ain't not that bold to come in your house because I mean, you covered in the blood. The devil ain't coming over here. So what you do is you keep yourself in prayer. You keep everybody in prayer, and I try to tell everybody it's enough money for everybody. It's enough money for
Exactly.
everybody. But see, the devil's so busy he wanna split things in half. The only way the devil can come in if you let him in.
That's right.
yeah,
If you don't let him in, he can't come in.
Hmm.
My niece one day she was 10. She's how old she's like 20, 28, 29 now. She when one time my oldest daughter was coming out at the door and ever seen what Bad Boys? And she was doing something. And she said, "The devil's not welcome in here." And we started laughing. And I said to myself, I said, God, that's a good sign. The devil is not welcome in here. And I've been saying it all the time.
He is not welcome.
Mm-mm.
That is so true. And as Maritha was talking, I also thought about another. Well, the most important thing I do is when I get up in the morning. I started in January. Actually, probably before that. I have the Bible app, and I listen to that.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
listen to that because you want to start your day off in a
Yes.
positive environment, as positive as you can, with just all just prayer to God and worshiping Him and good thoughts. You start your day off like that, then you're gonna. I ain't gonna say your whole day gonna be perfect in every week or anything like that, but at least you got a strong foundation. You're building up your
Yeah.
spiritual man, like we like to build up our physical man as well. So
And I try, Miss Hannah, and that's why I said I had to turn it around. I said, no, God told me, He spoke to me. He said, I put you here for a reason. And He said, because you're going to be the one that be obedient to me. That's why I put you. He said, but this is what I want you to do. I want you to turn it this way and I want you to do it this way. And I said, well, I want you to start that group back up again. At least give them 30 minutes, an hour, how you want to do it. But I need that back up here. He said, because this is why you're getting all these emails and all these DMs. And instead of you doing behind closed door, they can come mingle with other people and know it's going to be okay.
that's what we supposed to do. Like you say, encourage one another instead of being looking at what somebody else have and
Yes.
expecting that and just getting mad about it. That doesn't help. But you got to focus on God first of all,
Yeah.
like you said. And then, if it's something you want to do, ask Him. There's a scripture that says, "Share your plans with the Lord, and then they will be successful." I don't know exactly where it is, but
Uh-huh.
it's
Yeah, I'm going to look at it. I'll
Mhm.
look at it.
Mhm.
That's why I said when I first came up with my like I told you, but I was studying and I used to do hair back in the day, and I was studying about hair growth. My hair had came out bad for my medicine, my blood pressure medicine, and I was studying about different kind of oil and different kind of herbs and different kind of stuff. And I said I want to do it organic. And I was in here talking to God. I said, God, what did I do? He said, go mix it, and I'm gonna help you. And then as I did, and I tried it for a month, and I had somebody else try it, and the lady hair came all out, and her was growing, mine was growing. And I said, let me try this on a young man. He cut the side of his hair off, and it grew back. And I was sitting on my sofa. He said, I want you to put my the Lord's Prayer on the bottle. I said, Lord's Prayer? I said, I want you to put the Lord's Prayer. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I said, and that's what I got on every bottle. Cocoa butter, hair oil,
Sure do.
conditioner, shampoo. I have that on my bottles because God told me to put it up there. And I said, where my stuff is not wanted, if God, you don't want God there, you don't want my product.
That's right.
And I've
Amen.
been putting it on my bottles ever since. The Lord's Prayer on the back of them.
I'm gonna tell you one thing, Aunt Ann.
Mhm.
I just saw that Angie put your website in your chat. I've
Mhm.
never been to your website because I know you said you got to go to Instagram, but I had ordered so much stuff from Canvas Beauty. I have so much. When I tell you so many,
Uh-huh.
and I haven't ordered from her since this stuff started. So I'm gonna once all that I get all that because I don't want it to mess up
Yeah.
because chef life. I'm going to definitely try yours because I've heard so much good stuff about it. But I just, like I said, I just went to the website because Angie put it in there, and then I'm gonna try. I'm definitely gonna try yours, but that's the only reason I haven't ordered yet because I got so much stuff.
I understand because I had a lot of stuff. I told everybody. I'm telling you, 1 month I spent almost $800 in hair stuff trying to get my hair to grow. I had so much hair stuff. Everything come on Instagram. I'm buying it because I'm hoping that to do my hair. It wouldn't work on my head, and I'm hoping that it would help on my head. I spent like almost $800 and something 1 month, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm saying this because God told me to do my own stuff a long time ago, but I didn't. So
Mm.
if I want to be hard headed, go ahead and spend all that money, and then you'll sit down and think about what I told you, and that's what happened to me. I spent all that money. And I thought about that. I said, Lord, my hair still ain't growing. He said, I told you. He said, I told you. And I tell people, when you ask God for something, it's just like making a soup. You know, when you put too much stuff in your soup, it ain't gonna turn out right.
Yep.
When you trying to ride your own car and God telling you, slide over, let me ride it, and you keep on trying to ride it before him and you keep on hitting your head. You put all this stuff in a soup and you mess it up. You keep on dumping it out. And God said, okay, I'm stepping back until you realize on me and let me ride it and let me make this soup. It's not going to come out right. So
Yep.
at the last morning, I done spent all that money and I could have had it in my pocket. I said, okay, Lord, go ahead.
Have
He said,
your
I
way.
told you a long time ago. I told you a long time ago. I told you this a long time ago. And then when I did it, it came out right. And I said to myself, I said now, I said I could
And
have
it
had the
definitely
800.
works.
I said I could have had the 800 and some dollars in my pocket. I said I could have invested into my company. But like I said, that I don't trade nothing for my journey.
Right.
We live and we learn. And I learn. That's why I listen to him every time he tell me something. He say, sit down, not today. Don't get up on that lie. I don't do it. Don't get on that I don't do it. He said, I want you to sit here and I want you to concentrate on me. And that's what I do. I want you to get down here and pray right now. And I get right there and pray. Whatever he said. Like I said, I'm not going by my steps no more because every time I go in front of him, I bump my head. I got so many bumps on my head. I ain't trying to bump my head no more.
No more. I
Don't
know
learn
that's
from it.
I ain't talking about my head no more.
right.
Exactly. Miss
No
Hannah,
more.
I wanted to say this to you, Miss Hannah. When you do get Aunt Ann stuff,
Hmm.
get the whole box because
Get the
it makes
big black
sense.
box.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense to buy the oil and then buy this by itself. get the whole box, and
Okay.
I promise you, you will be satisfied. It
You
makes
know,
sense. You save more money getting the box than you do buying individual.
okay. The only reason I said that is because I remember Aunt Ann always saying, when you don't, I'm summarizing, when you do the wrong thing, you basically, God gonna basically give your blessings to somebody else. So
Somebody else.
and that's the only reason I mentioned the products that I had been using. I spent, like you said, so much money, and I
Right.
was just getting it to stock just because I wanted to support, a black
I
Right.
owned
did too. I
business.
put
Yeah,
a lot.
I
I did
understand.
too support. I did too support. I support everybody. Like I tell people, people be up there have T-shirts. I buy 'em. I know I got so many T-shirts. I just like to support black business. I really do. And this lady with the T-shirt, I think it said I supposed to spend time with myself. It was on Instagram, and I thought I was gonna get it for Christmas, for Christmas, and I hit her up and I said, I haven't got my T-shirt yet. She was so sweet. She said, "Ma'am, I know it's something going on with the postal service." She said, "But I will make sure you have it in a couple of days." And it was after Christmas, but I got it. She was so nice.
You right. Right.
She emailed me right back. She didn't wait. That evening, she emailed me back that evening.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is awesome.
Because I
Yeah,
had
that
my
is.
mind, I had my mind, so I'm gonna get my money back because I wanted it for Christmas. But when she sent me that email back, I said, "Oh, I can't do that." She was so nice. I said,
Right. And that makes a difference in a lot of things, because some things is out of your control and you can't help it. But when you come at people being nasty and short and stuff like that, then it don't work out like that. But see, that lady was nice and she was
Yeah, she
professional.
was nice because I was gonna get my
Yeah.
money back. Because when you tell me I can get something at a certain time, I'll get my money, but I didn't. I ain't bothered with it. But that's why I say I'm going to do what I need to do. And I'm gonna keep this class. I'm gonna keep this session once a week, like I did at first, because it helped a lot of people.
Right.
Okay, that's it. Like you say, you got to be obedient because you
Yeah,
helping people. That's what you want to do.
yeah.
Exactly. That's how
That's
you continue to be blessed. You got to
yeah.
bless others.
Yeah, because he told me this weekend. I'm sitting there, he said, "Look, I don't bless you. Don't sold." He said, "You don't made double and sold out." Because I made enough stuff for the half of this week and last week, but it sold out, and I just sold out everything. And I said to
Look at
myself,
God.
he said that this is what I want you to do for me. I want you to start another class. And now God knows I'm tired. But I said, Lord, I'm tired. I said, I said, I ain't gonna have that thing. I said, I'm tired. He said, I told you to have that start that. He said, I don't care 30 minutes, an hour, how you do it. I need you to start that back up again.
Yep. A lot
And
of people need to hear it.
I tell you one
Be
thing, I'll be here
uplifted.
too. Y'all think me and God got this situation? Me and he be going back and forth. He said, "Didn't I tell you what? Didn't I tell you?" But I said, "Well, I'm tired." He said, "Well, I told you what I want you to do." It's okay. It's okay.
Look, you'll be all right. Get up, tired and all. Let's go.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gonna get some energy now. Yeah,
Oh,
but
Yes,
I
because
know
I've
it
been
exactly.
make you
saying
feel
that.
better.
Yes, because I've
Exactly.
been saying that. So I'm gonna start this group again. I'm gonna start about again because I said a lot of people was asking me about it. I said I'm gonna start it again. Then I didn't start it, and I said I'm gonna start it again. And but the day I went on this morning on live, and I told everybody I said I'll be back this evening. I said I'm tired. God said, you ain't tired. You need to get up there and do like I told you."
Exactly. Got to be obedient.
Yeah, but I'm just I just I know it's hard, and I tell everybody, nobody can tell you how to grieve. Somebody just said that they had. Oh, this lady right here said she lost two sons in February. I lost my daughter as
Whew.
well, and so
Mm,
I understand. And she said February is the worst month for her.
mm.
I understand. I'm with
It's
you. I
hard for me
understand.
too. I
But what
lost my mama and my brother in February. So that's their birthday month. So that'd be hard for me.
yeah,
Sorry to hear that.
Think.
yeah. I tell everybody, do what I do. What I how I really got out my stump is praying, and I went to the beach and released some balloons. And I think I did that last year. No, I did it this year. No, last year I went to the beach. My therapist told me go to the beach, get some balloons for each person that you're grieving for, and release them. And I did. I released them.
Oh, that's something. See, I
That's
want to do that.
Yeah, I went to the beach and I released them, and I just released and let them go up. And I said, and she said, say what you want to say to them, and let them know what's going on. Then you release your balloon up in the air, and that's what I did.
That's a good
And you
idea.
encourage someone else because, like you said, faith comes by hearing, and as we hear each other, encourage one another. And that's why I tell
Exactly.
people always be ready to encourage somebody. Don't be, downtrodden people. Always in a
Exactly.
position to encourage and make somebody happy and feel happy, and you feel
Right.
happy
Right.
because God gave us His peace.
Yeah,
Exactly.
my mom used to say, if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all.
That's right.
It's true.
They're like sometimes people say, "What you got to say about it, Aunt Ann?" I put a zipper, a happy face with a zipper on my mouth. Nothing, because I ain't got nothing nice to say. I don't have nothing nice to say. I leave it just like that. I ain't got nothing. I put a zipper right across my mouth, and I don't have nothing.
But I do know y'all, you two ladies just gave me an idea about that garden thing. That would give me something too to keep my mind occupied too. I never even thought about that doing, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna
Oh, you gonna
build a
love it.
garden. I'm gonna do it.
Yep. But y'all, I'm going to end this live. I want everybody, thank you. If I have Mars in the house, thank you. In the contact creator, thank you. I want y'all to be safe through the highways and the byways.
That's right.
Thank you, Aunt Ann. We
You're
enjoyed it.
welcome.
Great show.
Yeah, thank
Enjoyed you,
you.
Miss Hannah.
Enjoy you too,
I
Keisha.
love you.
Keep
If
us
no,
informed.
yeah, if nobody tell y'all that they love you, Aunt Ann love you, subscribe, push that like button, ring that bell, ring a wing a
Ring a
ling.
ling a ling.
Y'all was on the Aunt Ann train. Love y'all.
Good
Love you
night, everybody.
too.
Bye bye. Thank you, Hannah.
Bye
Thank you,
bye.
Aunt Ann and Keisha. Go.
Bye bye. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.